Hello and welcome to another edition of News Showcase. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. The Congress Party, which officially unveiled its election pledge, set focus on the creation of jobs, development of infrastructure, and a caste census across the country. Top leaders Mallikarjun Kharge, Sonia and her son Rahul Gandhi, and senior leader Chidambaram were present at the event. Apart from this, the party said it would write off all student education loans and the banks will be compensated by the government. The party also promised a universal free healthcare, covering the costs of diagnosis, surgery and medication, with cashless insurance up to Rs 25 lakh. It also pledged to set up assisted living and care facilities for the disabled and give them local body representation. The Congress Party, which heads the 27-member India bloc, will try to unseat the National Democratic Alliance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the polls. Two senior Indian ministers have rejected comments by the United Nations on the Indian elections. External Affairs Minister Jaishankar said there is no need for the UN to tell that the election in India should be free and fair. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, in his reaction, said, "If the arrests of politicians on corruption charges are wrong, why are they not being freed by the courts?" Last week, a spokesperson for the global body said civil and political rights of the people should be protected and urged a fair and free polls in India. The comments were the latest in a series of international reactions which followed remarks by Germany and the United States on the arrest of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal on corruption charges. The Chief Minister of Kerala State has urged government broadcaster Doordarshan not to telecast the film Kerala Story. In a social media post, Pinarayi Vijayan said, "Broadcast of the film could set off communal tensions in the run-up to the national elections, which kick off this month." He criticized the television channel, run by the federal administration, not to become a propaganda machine of the government. At the time of the film's premiere last year, the High Court of Kerala turned down pleas to stop its screening, saying there was nothing offensive in it. The film revolves around a fictional plot involving women being enticed to embrace other faiths. Doordarshan said it will broadcast the controversial film on the 5th of April. A post on social media which said Tamil actor Prakash Raj is about to join the BJP has gathered nearly 1 million views within minutes after it was posted. The actor, known for his critical views of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government, ridiculed the idea in a post of his own. The 59-year-old indicated that those trying to buy him are not ideologically rich. Earlier this year, the actor revealed that he is being courted by 3 political parties to support them in the 2024 elections. He claimed that political groups wanted him on board because of his criticism of Prime Minister Modi and not because of his ideology. Prakash Raj made a name for himself with hits in Tamil, and he is thought to have appeared in over 300 films. Actor and 3-time BJP lawmaker Hema Malini has declared that her total assets are worth approximately Rs 123 crores. In her declaration to election authorities, she mentioned acting as her profession and rent and interest gains as sources of income. Hema Malini won from Mathura constituency in Uttar Pradesh state in both the 2014 and the 2019 general elections. She is looking for a hat-trick this time. According to her declaration, there are no criminal cases against her, and she holds an honorary PhD awarded to her by an Indian university. A hairdresser in Tamil Nadu has been gathering attention after he announced plans to contest in India's parliamentary polls. Parirajan from Rameshwaram on the state's east coast is representing what he calls Martyrs Vishwanatha Das Labour Party. To raise awareness about his run for the parliament, Parirajan is offering free haircuts to voters and hopes the tactic will help him win hearts and votes. Video clips showed the aspiring parliamentarian touring his constituency on a bicycle as he visited shops and streets to meet voters. Reports said the traditional stone grinder, a common sight in the villages, is the symbol assigned to his party by the election regulator. The Supreme Court has ordered a freeze on a High Court decision to scrap a law related to Islamic schools in the state of Uttar Pradesh. The court said the freeze was not correct and the matter will be discussed further in July. The court's decision allows about 16,000 such schools or madrasas in the state to resume their functions. According to reports, the latest development will be a major relief for nearly 17 lakh students who were students at these facilities. Recently, the Allahabad High Court declared that the state's Madrasa Education Act was unconstitutional and not in line with the principles of secularism. The move also affected about 10,000 teachers, and the students were advised to enroll in regular schools. The Indian Air Force has carried out drills to test its emergency landing capabilities in the Kashmir Valley in the northern sector. In the exercise called Gagan Shakti 24, a large number of troops were airlifted by Chinook Mi-17 and other helicopters, which touched down on emergency landing facilities. According to reports, the Air Force has planned similar drills across the country in coordination with regional governments. Various types or aircraft are taking part in the drill, which is aimed at deploying troops across the nation during natural disasters and on humanitarian missions. The emergency landing facilities, or ELF, include highways and special makeshift platforms that can be assembled and dismantled in a short time. India has rejected a report in the British media that its agents carried out assassinations of hostile operatives in Pakistan. The Foreign Ministry said the report was untrue, malicious, and anti-India propaganda. Recently, it said targeting individuals on foreign soil was not the policy of the Indian government. The Guardian news organization reported 20 such assassinations since 2019, and reports said it linked its story to evidence provided by Pakistani officials. The news outlet, which carried New Delhi's denial, quoted an unnamed Indian official and said the assassinations were modeled on operations by Israeli intelligence Mossad and Russian spy services. Last year, a row broke out between India and Canada over the killing of a Sikh separatist activist in British Columbia and a plot to assassinate another in New York. Israel has approved the temporary reopening of 2 humanitarian routes into Gaza after US President Joe Biden's call to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The policy shift follows global outrage after Israeli airstrikes killed 7 aid workers from the charity World Central Kitchen. The U.S. National Security Council has stated that future U.S. policy will be determined by Israel's actions to protect civilians and aid workers. Israel denies obstructing aid into Gaza and blames UN agencies for distribution failures. Over 196 aid workers have been killed in Gaza since October. The population in Gaza Strip has been facing starvation after Israel blocked routes to ferry essential supplies as a form of retaliation to strikes by Hamas militants on Israel last October. The world's largest fast food chain, McDonald's, is buying back all its Israeli restaurants from franchisee Alonial following a boycott sparked by the Israel-Hamas conflict. The deal includes 225 outlets employing 5,000 people. The boycott began after Alonial gave free meals to Israeli soldiers, leading to a slump in regional sales and global protests. McDonald's admitted the conflict significantly impacted its performance, with the Middle East most affected. It attributed the backlash to misinformation and described the boycott as disheartening and ill-founded. The company also missed its first quarterly sales target in nearly 4 years. McDonald's hopes that by taking the Israeli business back in-house, it can restore its reputation in the Middle East. Samsung Electronics anticipates a tenfold increase in profits for Q1 2024 compared to the same period in 2023, driven by a recovery in chip prices and booming demand for AI-related products. The company, a global leader in memory chips, smartphones, and televisions, estimates its operating profit rose to $4.9 billion, surpassing expectations. The rebound in global semiconductor prices, which have risen by approximately a fifth in the last year, is expected to boost earnings. Demand for semiconductors is predicted to remain strong, fueled by AI technologies. The recent earthquake in Taiwan could tighten global chip supply, potentially allowing Samsung to increase prices. Social network X has started giving away premium features for free, including the blue verification checkmarks, to users with more than 2,500 verified followers. The move has surprised many users who found blue checkmarks reappearing on their profiles. Previously, users had to subscribe to X's premium service to receive a blue badge, a feature used by the company's old management to verify notable users. Its new owner, Elon Musk, had criticized this as a lords and peasants system and removed all legacy blue checkmarks after taking over the company and making users pay for them. 18 months after his takeover, he is now adopting a strategy similar to the old one. The company has sent notifications to some users explaining the change, but has not officially commented on this policy reversal. Thank you for watching. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. Do tune in, same time tomorrow, for a roundup of the latest news and updates in India and around the world.